Interesting seal. Okay, so we gotta go in from the inside out. I guess let's pull the main shaft. Hey, look at that. You see that right there? You see that? Who does that? Can't even try to do that. Stubborn. And okay, so we're gonna have to definitely pull the main shaft. I don't know why I made sound effects for that. Am I even film? I am filming. Oh, we dropped the oscillation slider. Let's pull the main gear too, just take a look. It's not a bad looking main gear. It's clearly coated with something, or I don't know what that is, isn't it? Anodization on zinc? Is it a hard coat? Is this a metal rotor? It feels like it's metal coming out. And I'm looking at the threads. It sure is. Wow. It felt like it was a very sturdy rotor. Now at 99 bucks, who has a metal rotor with all the seals besides the Tsunami Shield? But, I mean, let's be honest, the Tsunami Shield, it gets the job done. Is it the moped of spinning reels? No, that's Cast King. All right, now this is where it's going to get interesting. Again, interesting. So they're really looking at what Penn did and Shimano at this location. And you have that little rubber seal down there. You can see a little bit of the paint coming off as it hit the threads. Now, okay. I see evidence of that same hydrophobic coating. I'll do a little water test to see if it beads up and rolls off inside the rings here. Interesting way of doing it. Now, okay. Oh, this is rubber. Okay. So I'm assuming it's a little, yeah, like a lip that goes around there. Before we're going for this, I want to see something here. Okay, so there's really nothing that this little rubber, I don't even want to call it a gasket. It's not even a seal. It just lays in there to create a barrier so water can't get up underneath as easily. And then it's just like a Penn Spinfisher, guys. I mean, as far as I can tell. So you have the nested rings, the labyrinth seal that Shimano made popular. But I've, in my personal experiences, Slammer and Spinfisher VI, when you bolt that rotor down, it's basically clamping down on that inner ball bearing race. So water should be able to get down, but If it gets over this ring here, down in, you're relying on a sealed ball bearing. Now, sealed ball bearings do an excellent job keeping water out. When you turn the handle, I'm assuming again that there's some hydrophobic coating involved, so the centrifugal force allows the water to be kind of sprayed outward and clear itself as you turn the handle. But look at this little seal there. It's not going to keep everything out. So, okay. Let's grab this piece again, dump the screws out. Come on. What we're trying to see is that rubber seal. It definitely will keep water from getting underneath, from underneath and by that plate. But it's set in. I'm curious of the tolerance. Basically, what I'm trying to figure out is how is that tolerance between that bearing retaining ring and the bearing and the retaining ring and the frame. I mean, if you want this to be fully sealed and waterproof, you're going to want something that contacts outside of this ring in this vicinity. Ideally, you're going to get a little bit of resistance that way, but okay, so it's a little. But what you can do when you do buy this reel, if you want a little extra security, just put a little bit of grease in between the bearing here. Just basically go like this. Pull that out, slather some grease in there, pop it right back in. Done. When you go ahead and seat this down, since there's no O-ring here, which is kind of like what you would see on a Salt X, slather some grease in there, so that way when this goes back down in place, it seals off nicely. Is this? Did I unscrew that? I don't think I did. Is that just not in all the way? Or it's in all the way. Okay. That's interesting. I kind of see a lot of Penn in this design. But this reminds me of the Spinfisher long cast setup in a way. Same thing with the ball bearings being retained in the side plates. Same thing with that. Same thing with the color of this O-ring, but that's just a durometer measure. They have different black, red, and different color O-rings. Yeah, so what does this do here? What are we looking at? I don't know. No, this is one of those things where, like, if this was rubber and it ran on if it contacted something, I'd be more enthusiastic about the waterproofing at the end of reverse clutch. But I'm not seeing that.